There was a fisherman who spent 11 years staring at the ocean and never once cast his net. Not because he was lazy, not because he didn't know how, because every single morning he found one more reason to wait. And the reason he finally stopped waiting will change how you think about every decision you've been avoiding. His name was Rohan, 31 years old. Every man in his family for 3 generations had been a fisherman. But Rohan was different. He thought too much. Before every trip, he'd check the sky twice, then the tide charts, then ask the older fishermen if today felt right, then check the sky again. By the time he'd finished weighing every possible outcome, the other boats were already returning with full nets. His mother used to watch him from the doorway, shaking her head gently. "The sea doesn't wait for you to be certain, Rohan," she'd say. He'd nod, and the next morning, he'd do the exact same thing.
Years passed like this. Rohan read every book on fishing he could find. He memorized wind patterns, current maps, migration seasons. He probably knew more about the ocean than any man in the village. And yet, his boat gathered dust while his knowledge grew. His younger brother, Dev, had none of Rohan's careful thinking. Dev simply went out every morning, mistakes and all. Some days he came back with nothing. Some days his net tore. But most days, he came back with fish. One evening, Dev sat beside Rohan on the dock. "You know more than me," Dev said, "but I'm the one bringing home dinner." Rohan felt something twist in his chest. Shame, mixed with something harder to name. "I just want to make the right decision," Rohan finally said. "Every time I'm about to go, I think of 10 reasons it could go wrong."
That night, Rohan visited old Kavi, the village's oldest fisherman, now too frail to sail. "I've studied everything," Rohan told him. "I know more than anyone in this village. So why can't I move?" Kavi laughed softly, not unkindly. "You think the sea rewards the man who understands it best?" He shook his head. "The sea rewards the man who's willing to be wrong in it." Rohan frowned. "That doesn't sound wise." "It's the wisest thing I'll ever tell you," Kavi said. "Every year you spent thinking was a year the sea was ready for you. It was never waiting for your certainty, boy. It was waiting for your net." "But what if I make a mistake?" Rohan asked. "You will," Kavi said simply. "Many. And every mistake will teach you something no book ever could. That's not the price of failure, Rohan. That's the cost of finally living."
The next morning, before the sun had fully risen, Rohan pushed his boat into the water without checking the sky a third time. His hands shook as he cast the net for the first time in years. Week 1, he caught almost nothing. His net tangled twice. He came home empty-handed, embarrassed, and exhausted. Week 3, he made a decision that felt wrong in the moment, followed a current he'd read about but never trusted. It led him to the best catch of his month. Month 2, he started making mistakes faster and correcting them faster too. He realized something strange. The fear of a bad decision had always felt heavier than any bad decision itself. Month 4, the villagers noticed something different in Rohan. He still thought carefully, but he no longer let thinking replace doing. Month 6, Rohan's boat was one of the first out on the water each morning and one of the last to return, always full. Dev pulled up beside him one evening. "What changed?" he asked. Rohan smiled.
tired, but lighter. I stopped trying to think my way to certainty, he said. The sea was never going to give me that. It only gives you experience, and experience only comes after you cast the net.
Here's what old Carvey understood, and what most overthinkers never learn. The mind believes that more analysis leads to more safety, but most of the time, it only leads to more delay. Every extra day spent preparing to act is often just fear wearing the costume of responsibility. Real confidence isn't built by thinking until you feel ready. It's built backward, by acting before you feel ready, and letting the doing itself create the certainty you were searching for.